Right then, let's talk about a toolkit you won't find in your local hardware shop. It's a set of simple, elegant metal tools, lock picks and tension wrenches. With these, and a bit of skill, you can open locks, padlocks, doors, cabinets, even handcuffs. It's not science fiction. These tools are real, and surprisingly easy to get. The idea is intoxicating, bypassing barriers meant to keep us out. Imagine losing your house keys. Instead of calling a locksmith, you pull out your kit, focus, and click, you're in. This toolkit doesn't force its way, it understands the lock, coaxing it open. It's a puzzle, a conversation with the mechanism. But here's the catch, with great power comes great responsibility. The same tools that can help you can also be used to break in where you don't belong. It's a gray area, legally and ethically. The toolkit grants access, not permission. That distinction is crucial. So, what is this toolkit? Just steel and skill. No magic, no electronics. We're diving into this world, how it works, why it's legal, and the stories, good and bad, that come with it. We'll treat this subject with respect, because the difference between a hero and a villain is intent. This is a world where knowledge is power, and how you use it matters. Let's get started. Scene transition. End of scene 1. How does lockpicking actually work? First, understand the lock. Most front doors use a pin tumbler lock. Inside are spring-loaded pins, each split into a key pin and a driver pin. Without a key, the pins block the cylinder from turning. Insert the right key, and the pins align at the shear line. The cylinder turns, the door opens. But with picks, you don't need the key. You use a tension wrench to apply slight rotational pressure. This pressure causes one pin stack to bind first. With a pick, you feel for that binding pin, push it up, and set it above the shear line. You repeat this for each pin. When all are set, the lock opens. No key required. It's a mechanical puzzle, and the picks are your tools to solve it. The process is about finesse, not force. It's a skill that rewards patience and touch. With practice, you can open locks quickly and quietly. That's the secret behind the toolkit's power. Here's what surprises most people. In the UK, and many places, owning lockpicks is legal. You can buy a kit online, no background checks, no license. The law treats them as tools, like hammers or crowbars. Legality depends on intent, not ownership. Practice on your own locks, help a neighbor, with permission, and you're fine. This is called Lock Sport, a community of puzzle solvers and security enthusiasts. But if you carry picks intending to commit a crime, that's different. Found outside a property at night with picks? That's going equipped to steal. The law judges your actions and intentions, not the tools. This creates a gray area. Responsibility is on the user. Ethical pickers, security pros, and hobbyists thrive in this space. But the same tools are available to those with bad intentions. The law trusts you to know the difference. End of scene 3. Let's look at the good side. Firefighters and first responders use lockpicking to enter homes quickly and safely during emergencies. No damage, no delay. Physical penetration testers use these skills to help companies find security flaws before criminals do. One tester bypassed 3 high-security locks to reach a server room, leaving only a rubber duck as proof, prompting a security overhaul. Everyday heroes use these skills too. Locksmiths rescuing families locked out of cars, tinkerers helping neighbors open old cabinets. Locksport enthusiasts have even helped historical societies open antique chests, preserving history without damage. These stories show the positive side: problem-solving, helping, and discovery. The skill is a key, not a weapon, when used ethically. It's about access, not intrusion. The knowledge itself isn't dangerous, it's how you use it. That's what inspires people to learn and join the community. Responsible pickers make a difference. End of scene 4. But there's a darker side. Burglars can use picks to enter homes without a trace, shattering security without breaking a window. Sometimes curiosity turns sinister. A student who started as a hobbyist ended up invading privacy, facing expulsion and charges. Corporate espionage is another risk. A disgruntled employee used lockpicking to steal valuable prototypes, costing a company millions. These stories are warnings. The same toolkit that helps can also harm. The skill is neutral. Human intent is not. Greed, revenge, and ego can turn a puzzle into a weapon. Every picker must face this reality. The law places immense trust in individuals. The consequences of misuse are severe. Lives ruined, businesses destroyed. Knowledge gives you power but not immunity from consequences. The line between ethical and criminal is thin. Choose wisely. End of scene 5. Security experts see lockpicking as essential. If you can't break a system, you can't secure it. The Locksport community acts as a global quality assurance team, exposing flaws and pushing manufacturers to improve. Public scrutiny drives innovation, but law enforcement worries. For every hobbyist, there are more who see an opportunity for crime. Skilled pickers can leave no trace, making crimes harder to solve. The debate is ethical as well as practical. Dr. Jessica Alder calls it asymmetric knowledge. The picker has power over those who don't. Even opening a lock without stealing is a violation of privacy. The core tension: is it a tool for good or an enabler of harm? The answer depends on who holds the tools and why. The debate continues. Responsibility is key. End of scene 6. If you want to pick locks, follow strict rules. Rule 1. Never pick a lock you don't own. Ever. Only practice on your own or dedicated practice locks. Never pick locks in use. Don't risk breaking your front door or bathroom lock. Use old or discarded locks for practice. Be careful where you carry your tools. Having them in public can look suspicious. Only transport your kit for legitimate reasons. Engage with the Locksport community. They'll teach you, guide you, and hold you accountable. The community values ethics and will condemn misuse. Being part of it keeps you on the right side of the law and ethics. This is about building, not breaking. Respect the craft, respect the rules. End of scene 7. Ignore the rules, and the consequences are severe. Using these skills for crime leads to harsh penalties, fines, prison, a criminal record. Legal trouble is just the start. You risk physical danger, walking in on a homeowner or stumbling into a bad situation. The lock is a boundary. Crossing it uninvited is risky. Socially, you lose trust. Friends and family may never see you the same way. Even if you're not caught, using your skills for harm erodes your integrity. Misuse tarnishes the whole community, fueling calls for bans and stricter laws. One person's bad choice can ruin it for everyone. When you betray the craft, you betray the community. The consequences reach far beyond yourself. Think before you act. End of scene 8. We've explored the myth, the mechanics, the law, and the stories, good and bad. The toolkit is real, and so are the risks. This isn't a party trick, it's a serious responsibility. Knowing how to bypass a lock changes how you see the world. You notice flaws, see puzzles, and understand vulnerabilities. But this perspective demands discipline and ethics. The rules are clear. Only pick locks you own, never pick locks in use, be careful with your tools, and respect the community. These are the guardrails between hobby and crime. The choice is absolute responsible enthusiast or criminal. No middle ground. Ultimately, ask yourself, just because you can, should you? If you have curiosity, ethics, and discipline, maybe you can. If you have doubts or temptations, the answer is no. The risk is too great.